right, now let's talk about a geometric sequence. So we talked about arithmetic sequence. Now we're going to talk about a geometric sequence. A geometric sequence is a sequence in which the ratios of the consecutive terms are constant. In other words, the sequence is created by repeatedly multiplying each term by the same number. So I have a geometric sequence here, 96, 48, 24, 12, and I'm going to see if it's geometric. And this one is, so you ask yourself, how do I get from 96 to 48? How do I get from 48 to 24? How do I get from 24 to 12? And you're dividing by 2 every time. But we don't want to do dividing by 2 because we need to know what the multiplier is, okay, not the divider. So the multiplier here, instead of dividing by 2, we're going to say that we're multiplying by 1/2. So this is times 1/2. 96 times 1/2 is 48. 48 times 1/2 is 24. 24 times 1/2 is 12, and etc. So this is an example of a geometric sequence. And it doesn't, as long as it's multiplied by something every time to get the next number, then it's called a geometric sequence. So there's also a recursive formula for a geometric sequence. And we're going to take this example here and do the recursive formula for it. So I'll put it back over here. Okay. So in the recursive formula for a geometric sequence, you have to have the starting term again. You have to have the, what did I call it before? The first term? Yeah, the first term. Okay, and here R is your rate of multiplication. All right. So R is what we're going to multiply by, okay? So I'm going to do, when I look at this one, I've got 2 different formulas for it also. And again, I prefer the one that starts with just A sub n, but you've got A sub n plus 1 equals A sub n, and it's times R. So with our arithmetic sequences, this was plus D because it was plus the difference. Well, for geometric series or sequences, it is times R because you're going to multiply times by whatever that rate is that we're going by on this one. So then also this formula just has this rewritten with the R in front of the A sub n because that's how you see it most of the time. Most of the time when you see it, the R, the rate that you multiply by, which up here it's like the 1/2, it's usually written out in front of the A sub n. So that's why I wanted to show it to you like that. Then the other version is A sub n equals A sub n minus 1 times R, okay, or R times A sub n minus 1. Again, I kind of prefer that one because I think it's easier to see it. So we will, I will tend to use this guy right here most often on this, but they all mean the same thing. They are all going to give you the same, it's not like you have to pick one of them at a certain time or another because they're all going to do the same thing and mean the same thing. So let's go back up here and write the recursive formula for this one. So if you write it like this, if you write A sub n equals A sub n minus 1 times R, the R is 1/2 here. Okay, well, this looks just a little bit kind of messy written like that. So if I'm going to kind of clean it up a little bit, you could write it as A sub n equals 1/2 A sub n minus 1. Okay, you could even use 0.5. So if you wanted to do A sub n equals 0.5 A sub n minus 1. Okay, those are all fine, written just like that. And so it doesn't matter if you use 1/2 or 0.5 or 0.5 or any of those, it's going to give you those same things. So let's move on and do some examples.